OMG, like, how am I not dead? Like,
This is a story about cheating death.
I never felt this kind of pain before, and like I knew like something was wrong.
It's a story about life taking a sudden, unexpected turn.
I thought I was about to lose one of my best friends.
A vibrant high school tennis player with a sore throat, suddenly in septic shock.
There's no guarantee if she'll be able to get her back.
Something that feels impossibly unfair.
It's like, are you cutting off my legs? I just started bawling.
How does someone come out from this and be who they were before?
But then finding beauty and hope in it
6 months ago, I didn't think it would happen.
means a lot more.
Keep smiling.
It's a story about inspiration in the overcoming.
Natalia Elizabeth Manhurst.
The fact that she's still here, it tells us that she has like a greater purpose in life.
It's about never quitting, fighting for progress,
You're faster today.
and finding strength you didn't know was there.
Good, good, good.
Are you in awe of her?
Yes, real awe.
Because she's still the same Nat. She still has the same heart and the same personality.
It's a story about building connections that only come when you've been through hell and back together.
I'm so happy to see you.
We've been on this journey and we're so happy to see the outcome.
Natalia's story is all of that and so much more. Natalia Manhurst is courage, she's grit, and she is hope. Nat is teaching lessons you can only share after making it through something truly remarkable. Think about it. How would you and the people who love you respond if in just a few days, everything you knew about your life was turned upside down? Nat and her family faced it with faith and determination. Most of all, they leaned on love and each other. How does a vibrant, healthy teenager go from a sore throat to life support in a matter of hours, then 4 limbs amputated? Doctors say it's extremely rare. How she fought through, even more extraordinary.
My big thing is don't give up hope. I just want to say to people, like, you know, like, look at me, like, I've been through everything in the book and I'm still here.
That perspective has changed how the people closest to her look at life. This is a story about family and love and overcoming the kind of shock no one can prepare for, especially Nat's mom, Thelia.
She's in septic shock and cardiac arrest and organ failure. It's like, what? I just saw her. I'm like, and she has to get on this machine because there's no guarantee if she'll be able to get her back.
So you go from strep throat to we're not sure if we can get her back.
The progression was crazy. It was just a regular sore throat.
Thanks for joining us for Nat's Journey. I'm Cheryl Preheim. Over the next hour, we look into the rare medical emergency that nearly stole Nat's future and how she survived against all odds. Over about 2 years, Nat shared her life with us, the hard days and the milestones no one dared to hope for. Her story inspires everyone who hears it. Nat is Brave Conquers Fear. Life can change in a moment. You hear people say that, but for Natalia Manhurst, her family, and her friends, it became reality her junior year of high school. In a matter of hours, sickness rewrote everything they knew, every plan, every dream. The path forward was filled with questions no one could answer. But in that uncertainty came something powerful, strength they didn't know they had, lessons they never expected to learn, and a love that would carry them through every moment that felt impossible.
It hit me when I went home.
There's no going back to before.
Doing my, everyday routine.
Nothing's the same.
Eating, doing my makeup.
It never will be.
I'm still adapting to trying to be normal, or what society calls as normal.
For Natalia Manhurst, no day is easy, but she says there's always reason to be grateful. It's what keeps her moving forward.
On my hard days, I just have to think about what all that I went through and stuff, and I overcame that. I should have been dead. I'm like, I didn't die. And so that is the biggest blessing of all.
Have you tapped into a strength you didn't even know you had?
For sure. I think this is all a big learning experience.
Every day brings a new challenge. She faces them with a new perspective and a decision to hold tightly to her faith.
Because I know that he spared my life and he didn't have to do that. And so I'm glad that he did so I could share my story to others.
And she's sharing it all. For the past 20 months, she's invited us into her life, a real look at her process.
Some days are going to be hard. It's not going to be all sunshines and rainbows.
Nat's learning the hard days make all the others mean more.
Every time I come here, I get recognized.
Very few people anywhere have been through what Nat has. It's why it seems like everyone at the hospital knows her, even the ladies in the gift shop. Everybody knows Nat.
Of course. We love it. We love her. We've been on this journey and we're so happy to see the outcome.
We all love her here, so, we'll do anything for her. She inspires me more than I probably have done for her.
This place became a home away from home she never wanted. But a home nonetheless for about 6 months. There aren't words for their bond.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. You're gonna make me cry. I'm so happy to see you.
Only they really understand
Hey, girl.
everything that's happened. It started with a sore throat. Nothing unusual for a high school junior. She went to school at Trinity Christian High School where she played tennis and was on the busy home stretch before the end of the school year. She was taking medicine, pushing through like a healthy high schooler had done so many times before.
The progression was crazy.
She was at school when the pain overwhelmed her entire body.
I knew something was wrong.
She's like, Mom, I've never felt pain like this before.
Her mom took these pictures at urgent care before a doctor sent them home with migraine medicine. It just got worse. A Life Flight team got her to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. In a 40-mile trip in less than an hour, Nat crashed. Her organs started failing.
She's in septic shock and cardiac arrest. There's no guarantee she'll be able to get her back. So I had to make all that decision. All that is coming at me at once.
Septic shock is when a severe infection causes your body's immune system to overreact, dropping blood pressure so low organs and limbs don't get enough oxygen. Without quick treatment, it can be deadly.
She just looked lifeless and it was awful to see. I walked in and Nat was still on life support and she couldn't talk to me. And she just starts crying. She was trying to talk to me but she couldn't talk. And she starts crying and it made me start crying, but sorry. I looked at her and I'm like, don't cry. I'm here, you can't talk to me right now, but it's okay. It's gonna be okay.
I was in so much shock. Just the smallest thing can change so much.
There at the hospital, they found out for the first time that it all started with strep throat. The infection had gotten into her blood.
You could tell very quickly that her hands and feet were in a lot of trouble and that her body was about to shut down.
Nat asked that we share pictures of what happened next. They are raw, graphic, hard to look at, but Nat says you have to see them to understand sepsis and her story. These are Nat's hands as sepsis killed off the tissue. As she lay unconscious, the same thing was happening to her legs, moving brutally fast on her left side, nearly to her hip.
When you see somebody in that state, it's so hard. We were all so scared to lose somebody that we love.
Her friends and her mom never left her side, more than 100 days in intensive care. Then Nat woke up to a nightmare.
When I woke up and my mom put my glasses on because I'm I can't see. I just looked down on my hands and I'm why are my hands black? I'm what's going on?
She saw for the first time how sepsis destroyed her hands and legs. A surgeon came in to talk about next steps.
And I asked him, I was are you cutting off my legs? I just started bawling. My mom came and she had to tell me and was she was very emotional.
She accepted her hands before the legs, but she's so fond of her long legs because is 5'10". She had nice long legs, so she loved her long legs. So it was hard for her to lose her legs.
And we just reminded her that
I mean, it's not her limbs that matter, you know, it's her heart, and we were just happy that she was here.
Nat beat all odds just to live, but now faced a completely different life after 4 amputations.
Breaks my heart. I want to help her so bad. Like, I wish I could just fix it. Like, I hate seeing that she has to go through that. I think that's when it really hit, was when I saw the state she was in, and I was like, how does someone come out from this and be who they were before?
No one knew all that Nat was about to face.
From a teenage girl perspective, it's hard.
One thing was for sure.
Nat, you have so many clothes. Fix this, sleeve.
She wouldn't be alone, and that meant everything.
Put it on her shoulder.
Yeah.
I don't think they truly understand, like, it means so much to me. Them wanting to still be my friend after this, because if I'm being, like, completely honest, like, I feel like I wouldn't even, like, be friends, like, with myself, and, like, having them to still want to, like, hang out with me and stuff like that really makes me feel good. They've been with me through, like, everything, and I can't ask for, you know, better friends.
Love is proven in the hard times, and there was a lot of hurting far beyond any physical healing.
I just remember, like, sitting on the bed and kind of, like, I don't know, like, kind of, like, wanting to, like, hide and stuff, like, hide my legs and now my you know, body. And I was in the hospital for, like, months, so I'm used to, like, seeing all different kinds of people, but now I'm back to, like, reality. It's just, I don't know, it was just very different, and I had a really, like, hard time adjusting to it.
I mean, there have been days where Nat will text us or call us and be like, I got weird looks out in public, or something, or someone said this about me. We just try to assure her and tell her, like, it doesn't matter what other people think of you. They don't know you, they don't know your story and how strong you are, and you're beautiful no matter what.
As a mom, I'm watching you watch your daughter. Are you in awe of her?
Yes, real awe. Like, sometimes I say I get my strength from her, because the person that I brought to the hospital is not the same person that woke up. She transformed. She's an amazing girl.
How much has this changed the way you look at the world, at people, and at life?
So differently. It taught me that we can't take life for granted, you know, and we're never promised tomorrow. I just love getting to see the progress that she's making. She just shows so much courage.
She inspires us, obviously. I mean, she's like our miracle child.
They'd soon find out the biggest hopes that seemed so far out of reach would be just around the corner. And for all that's been lost, what truly matters remains.
It's obvious to see what has changed in the last year, but what are the things that haven't changed?
Nat's personality has never changed.
She's still the same Nat, you know? She still has the same heart and the same personality.
Love has gotten Nat through, not only with her near-death experience and her fight to recover, but love carried her through another devastating loss that came about a year before she got sick.
Especially when my dad passed away. He passed away when I was 16. That's why I don't talk about him much, because it makes me emotional, but he passed away, and then now this, so it's just a lot.
Nat, her younger sister, and their mom have been each other's safe place through her dad's cancer diagnosis and passing, and through Nat's sepsis, amputations, and recovery. Catalia, or Kat, is 6 years younger, just 11 when her sister nearly died.
It was when we were in New York.
What's it mean to you to have Kat next to you through all this?
Kat is just...
You're gonna make me cry.
Kat is just the best. She's the best. She's very introverted and she's very shy, but having her through this process and her like figuring out things for me, it's like such a blessing. Now I feel like I'm like lacking as a big sister because she's doing so much more for me than I am doing for her. So for her to be doing that, like taking me to the bathroom and like feeding me and stuff like that, I still see her as a little baby. So I'm like, her helping me is just such a blessing.
Nat's mom, Thelia, is the rock of the family. But behind that strength is a heart that feels a lot. A woman who never stops taking care of everyone else.
I was really grateful that my mom, she didn't miss a day. She was there every single day. Didn't go to work because of it. And I saw her at her most vulnerable. I've never seen my mom cry or anything in my entire life. She's a toughie. Me and her would butt heads sometimes before this. This whole experience brought not only me and my mom closer together, I feel like the people around me value their life so much more because it could be taken away from you.
They had been through a kind of darkness that's hard to fully describe, but life was about to bring moments they all desperately needed. Progress, fun.
I love it.
Joy.
Girly, pink, little extra razzle dazzle that just makes it Nat.
When we come back, a party they thought wouldn't be possible. Time with friends that felt a little like teenage life before the bottom dropped out. Hair, makeup, and a crown for a true queen. Then an exclamation mark to the night no one saw coming. It had all been a blur. The sickness that changed all their lives started in a frantic and terrifying 24 hours. That was the timeline from Nat leaving school sick to going into septic shock from a blood infection, then organ failure on a life flight to the hospital.
I don't remember going into the emergency room, but what I do remember is a long-haired guy pushing on my chest. I was conscious for that, and then I went back out.
You woke up during the CPR?
Yeah.
That second of consciousness was on a life flight as the team fought to save Nat's life. It's the last moment she'd remember for weeks. Nat was in a coma for 22 days. When she woke up, she was still critically sick. Her family and medical team surrounded her with love. She'd been in the hospital nearly 2 months by July 4th, and they decided to celebrate. Important for a teenager who's fun and loves to laugh. Her nurses took her outside for a late-night dance party. Dancing, even as she recovered from losing all her limbs. Her nurses knew the fight to keep her spirits up was as important as every effort to save her physical life. You can see why Nat's medical team quickly became extended family. Coming up on a year since her sickness and surgeries, Nat had already lost count of all the doctor's appointments. One checkup turned into a lot more when she decided to swing by her old floor, just see who was there. It's where she spent 180 days. The first person she saw, someone who'd been there since the very beginning.
Oh my goodness.
Nurse Sophie Tillis.
I can't believe it. You're gonna make me cry. I'm so happy to see you. Oh, my girl. Oh my goodness. Yay! How are you, dear?
A lot of the pediatric intensive care nurses and doctors have been there since the start.
May 11th.
Day one.
And I took care of her when she was up in her first room up here. And it was just so special getting to know Nat and her sweet family. And we went through a lot together.
Yeah. Good to see you. Look at you. You all diva up.
You look so good. I wasn't expecting to see you, so I'm very shocked.
And so many just happened to be on duty that day. They had no idea Nat was stopping by.
I'm glad you're doing well, friend. Okay. I'll be seeing you.
A chance to catch up with what's now extended family.
Who's your favorite?
Male nurse, Josh.
Right outside the room where she lived for almost 6 months.
First day. And look at my baby. She's growing.
And what are the odds on this random visit, the very team that brought Nat in on that life flight walks in down the hall?
Oh yeah, she was very sick.
What's it mean to you personally to see how she's doing today?
Just seeing color in her face again. She's interactive. She's talking to everyone. The first time we met, she wasn't this person. So it's good to see her up and about like this.
This entire team was a lifeline for Nat's mom, Thelia, too.
Okay, so you'll show me a picture after?
Nat is so much stronger now.
Can I come?
You have to wait.
Happier and healing more every day.
Good to see you.
Something as small as comparing manicures.
The vanilla beige is everything.
Tips on new lip gloss to try.
It's girl stuff.
It means a lot to see Nat thrive.
She's a fighter. She's feisty, and her maturity lies beyond her years, and I'm just so proud of her.
About 8 months after surgeons amputated her hands and legs, Nat was once again surrounded by her family, closest friends, and her nurses. But this time, much stronger, feeling hopeful and having fun. They were getting ready for a night none of them thought was possible.
Oh, I love it. It's like old times. I love it.
It's a little taste of how it used to be, but with a new appreciation.
We're all pink and blue, but we're giving Barbie, and I love it.
It feels great to be together.
We all love her so much.
Getting ready for a night out. It feels great to laugh. Some of the simple things that Nat and everyone who loves her see differently now.
Hi. We're getting Nat ready for senior prom, which is incredible.
It's just fun. It is. I love it. It's just girlhood.
Fun was a luxury they didn't think about for a very long time.
6 months ago, I didn't think it would happen. And to see her embracing it and going through it, it's amazing.
Nat's mom, Thelia.
Wow. It's your senior prom.
And the nurses who came on their day off to help Nat get ready for prom.
Oh my gosh. This is so cute.
Are making it the party it deserves to be.
This looks good.
I mean, just thinking about this moment, thinking about last year, and just this being one of her big goals is to get to senior prom. It's emotional, I think, for all of us, but it's also like the biggest celebration of how far Nat's come and just how incredibly strong she is.
It almost didn't happen.
When we left the hospital, she had decided she didn't want to participate in anything.
It wasn't just about being physically well enough or strong enough to go to prom. More than anything, it was a battle in Nat's mind and heart.
She's like, but what dress would I wear? Because I don't have my long legs anymore on them. So I love my long legs and they're not there anymore. I'm like, you can still go in a wheelchair. I'm like, and she was like, she embraced it and she's come to terms with it and she's good.
Oh, that's cute. So cute.
I'm living in the moment.
In the other room, the moms are putting on the finishing touches.
Okay.
The wrist corsages her friends will wear won't work for Nat.
This is hers.
But she will have flowers.
It'll be this one.
So pretty.
Yeah. Okay.
Of all the special touches, the one that means the most is that everyone chose to be here together.
Ooh, means a lot. Yeah. It shows how much they cared and how much of an impact Nat placed on them.
After her worries about a dress, Nat found the one.
The dress is incredible. It's got the perfect amount of like girly, pink, pretty, but also like a little extra like sass, almost like a little extra like razzle dazzle that just makes it Nat, which is why I love it so much. Yeah.
Perfect, but not easy.
1, 2, 3. Oh, we stuck.
Getting dressed isn't easy. It takes all the people who've been through so many other firsts with her. Patience and humor help as Nat fights not to let anything bring her down. It turns out the process of putting on a formal dress is a lot like the last year. Complicated, beautiful, challenging, but worth it.
That's so cute. Do you like your hair to be a little bit in the front, a little bit in the back, or how do you like it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, she looks stunning.
But they all understand the true beauty of this day goes so far beyond anything they see.
To see it all come together, to see the amazing support, to see just like Nat in amazing spirits and us all getting to be a part of it, it's just, I mean, it's a memory I'll hold on to forever.
Sure, this is like the clutch moment we need you. Okay, ready?
Grateful.
So good!
Ecstatic.
Keep smiling.
Overwhelmed with joy for Nat.
One more time, sorry, one more time.
Nat, you look beautiful. Thank you.
You really do.
You really, really do.
Getting to prom was a win, but it wasn't the only win that night. A beautiful surprise when Nat's classmates voted her prom queen. Nothing felt more right. An example of strength and perseverance her classmates would always carry with them. Still to come.
You don't know how much you use your hands until they're gone.
Nat longed for independence. She still wasn't able to do much on her own. Her next doctor's appointment could be the start of getting some of her life back. Natalia Manhurt survived what most don't. When strep throat became a rare blood infection, sepsis, and stole her limbs, it took with it her ability to do simple tasks, feed herself, or get dressed. Just one day before she got sick, she was driving her sister and friends around, playing tennis and making all kinds of plans.
Tell me what adult can handle this mentally. She went back to high school after all this, and back with her friends. Nat can do this.
She'd made it to prom, she was getting out with friends more, but what Nat longed for was getting some independence back. This day was an important step toward that. Life moves fast. Sometimes we don't even notice the pace and what it takes to keep up. Nat is painfully aware. She lives in the contrast. Nothing moves quickly. Getting to where she needs to go, or the process to get support to do more.
An exciting day.
That's why this day is monumental.
You've been waiting. I'm waiting for so long, it honestly kind of a lot. From being independent to not being independent, I just need this. I'm ready to get my hands so I could function and do something.
So many trips to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, it's kind of a blur. But this one, she will always remember. Nat is with her mom, sister, and friends to try out her prosthetic hands for the first time.
Nat? How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Nervous? Yeah, me too.
I waited months for this.
Thank you.
Months of waiting, and this process will require a lot of patience again. It's careful, tedious work. Richard Welling makes the needed marks so the state-of-the-art hands function at the highest level.
She will use her muscles to make the prosthetic hand open, close. We need it to be in contact with her skin to make that happen.
Can't wait to see it perform.
Been waiting a long time, huh?
Yes. Those hands are made in New Zealand. It's a slow boat from New Zealand to get here, apparently.
The team takes Nat's new hands back to the workshop for some final adjustments.
These are the most advanced arms we've ever made at Children's.
We actually saw a hand today.
And again, Nat waits. She hopes this will be a life-changing step towards getting back some independence. She hopes she'll be able to do some simple things, everyday things that would change every day forward.
Literally, so I could stop depending on other people to do the simplest stuff, get me water, go to the bathroom, and to feed myself and stuff, because they feed me slow. I'm sorry. Can't you feed her slow? Really do feed you slow. But she been getting her water lately. I have proof. You don't know how much you use your hands until they're gone.
Getting hands is one thing.
I like them. I really like them.
Learning to use them
All right.
is another.
So relax. See how they're moving. That open your hand. Think about closing your hand. Oh, awesome. Think about opening your hand. Think about closing your hand. So that cup of water now, she wanted last night. You grab that cup of water, okay?
Okay.
Bring it up.
It's a combination of feeling hopeful and excited.
Feels good.
Activating power.
Yet frustrated and drained.
Open. Now point. It's okay.
Nat concentrates on emotion to send a signal from her brain to her nerves.
Point. Point. Good. Okay.
An hour of practicing simple motions is exhausting. It's a mental workout.
You feel like you're working very hard? Yeah? Okay. Open.
It's just a start.
There you go.
But it is a start.
I didn't know she was this strong. It showed her strength. She's an extremely strong person.
And the people who love Nat couldn't be more proud of every marker along the way.
Nat is working so hard each step, working with her prosthetics, working with her new life. I'm not gonna be any more proud.
When we come back,
Natalia Elizabeth Manhurst.
about a year to the day she nearly died, a moment her friends call a miracle. Life has a way of testing us, sometimes in ways we could never imagine. For one Georgia teenager, that test came out of nowhere. 4 amputations, 6 months in the hospital, and somehow she finished high school on time with her friends. From the outside, people usually just see what's harder. They see what's lost, what's changed.
I am literally holding back tears
Nat's inner circle sees it differently.
because I am so proud of that young lady. It has been a long journey, a long walk.
They see joy, long fought for, and feel the release.
You made it here, Mama. You made it.
I am very excited to graduate because with all this that happened and stuff, I did not see that like in my future like at all.
This day is about what felt impossible playing out right before their eyes.
Let's go, Nat!
Here they are together, almost a year to the day that Nat nearly died.
I'm happy this day has arrived because like 8-9 months ago, I never envisioned this for her this soon. I thought I didn't think she would make it.
6 months in the hospital, often too sick to study. But somehow she managed to catch up on her senior year schoolwork so she could graduate with her friends. Nat lost a lot of her independence. She did not lose her drive to push forward, whatever it takes.
Natalia Elizabeth Manhurst.
Graduation was awesome because we all got to graduate together and she got to walk across the stage, which we didn't think was going to happen. So it was just like a miracle come true.
She didn't have a typical senior year, but she made it.
Congratulations, class of 2024.
It's still sinking in. Everything she's been through. The friends who never left her side, her mom and her younger sister who've traveled every minute of this with her, all the fear, the worry, every up and down. The tears on this day represent a journey that words don't do justice. That's true for every smile and every hug.
Can Team Nat get a picture?
Oh, sure. Oh, wow.
Her nurses and caregivers here all around her say they wouldn't have missed this for the world. They understand, maybe more than anyone, how unlikely this moment was.
I'm so proud of that girl.
It's why, even in a wave of happiness and hype, Nat chose to wear some reality.
Typical Natalia. You'll get nothing less from her.
Her friends helped her decorate her graduation cap. 4 words that say it all. This year was brutal.
Because it was brutal.
And keeping it real brings even deeper meaning to the moment.
Lord, I pray that each and every one of these would know that they are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood. They are light. Let your light shine. Holy Spirit, and everyone said? Amen. Amen. Amen.
Most graduates already know they're next. College, jobs, travel. Nat isn't sure what tomorrow holds, but she knows it won't be easy. Her friends know whatever it is, it's going to be big.
The fact that she's still here, it tells us that she has like a greater purpose in life. It's just to inspire others to keep going despite the odds, even when you feel like you can't do it, just to keep going.
Nat didn't have to say one word to leave her class the most valuable and lasting graduation message.
She has changed our lives. Just when we thought we couldn't be better people, she showed us that we could.
Nat was proving to herself and everyone around her that she could overcome what looked like insurmountable odds. She'd need that for the next chapter of the fight for more independence. Nat wanted to walk and was learning that every step would take the same grit and patience her journey has required from the beginning. It's the little things that make a life.
Look out.
You see it even more clearly after a sudden, seismic change. By Thanksgiving, the decorations were up, something Nat and her sister love to do together. Christmas marks 959 days since the medical earthquake that shifted their world. Simple things feel significant now.
This is my perfume.
Putting on a favorite perfume, or a moment of independence
No hands, so
from ingenuity.
take my pills. I don't have a drink available in front of me. I get this all by myself. And then I drink.
Some of Nat's long-term goals are getting closer and closer.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
This was physical therapy in April. Nat goes faithfully every week. When she started, she couldn't even sit up on her own.
It took me 8 months to sit up.
Can you feel yourself making that progress?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Right in here.
Nat only moved a few inches at a time.
Faster today.
But each step, a courageous stride in her journey.
Good, good, good.
She was so much stronger, yet it was still a struggle.
I got you. I got you.
Even scary.
Not going anywhere, Nat.
It's hard to balance without your arms and no hands to catch you if you fall.
It's behind you.
There may be tears.
Just slide down into it.
She may have to stop a lot.
I get so discouraged.
Yeah, I get it. It's hard to process. This is all about learning.
But Nat will never quit.
It's not okay to just give up. You have to think about the positive. You are still alive here today.
Tons and tons of progress. We love her, Nat.
By fall, her steps were bolder.
Fantastic.
Each move more confident. Each the result of months of work, building up to an encouraging crescendo. Carrying Nat on her first walk outside in 2 years.
I felt a little bit normal, like this is where I'm supposed to be.
Who would have thought a step off the curb would be something they'd never forget?
It felt great.
And Nat's first steps alone with no help, her first steps at home, would come just a few weeks before Christmas. The moments building Natalia's new life. The kind of things Nat and the people who love her don't take for granted anymore. Life has taught them to hold each one close in all seasons. What does the future hold? That can feel like a complicated question, even an overwhelming one at times. But for people who know Nat and love her, it's simple and clear. Nat's future is about sharing a message that everyone needs.
Such a small thing can change your whole life. And Nat did not let that happen. She's still the person that she was before.
It was a traumatic event in her life, and she still was herself through it all. A lot of people can be encouraged by that.
My biggest hope for Nat is that she could continue to make an impact on people and change a lot of people's lives and perspectives.
To inspire others to keep going despite the odds, even when you feel like you can't do it, even when you don't feel like doing it, just to keep going to get to this point.
What would you see as the plan?
I know it's gonna be something good, obviously. She's gonna do great at whatever she does. Being a light to everybody and being an advocate.
The time together we spent wasn't like just a normal, patient-nurse interaction. Like, she really became a big part of my life, and I'm so proud of her, and I can't wait to, watch her continue to grow into the amazing woman I know she can be.
I have no doubt that she's gonna have an amazing career.
Still to come, we take you inside a special reunion and the chance for Nat and her family to say thank you.
When people listen to Nat's story, I feel like it can be a moment they can sit and be grateful and to never take anything for granted. When we're having a bad day or like, oh, I don't feel good, I don't want to go to school, I don't want to go to track practice, I feel like another way we can view this is God has given me the strength and ability to get up out of my bed and drive to the gym and drive to track and drive to school. I need to get up and I need to do this for Nat. It definitely can shift a lot of people's perspective listening to this because it has me.
I'll go through things in life, but I mean, if Nat can go through that and jump right back to her old self, I can conquer anything, and so can anybody else.
And as Nat's story comes full circle, we are reminded just how close she came to losing it all and how far she's come. Nat wouldn't miss the chance to say thank you to everyone who cared for her, who fought alongside her, and who never gave up. Families who have children in the hospital say they see the world differently after they leave, especially in the most serious cases.
Celebration of life.
Nothing makes you appreciate life like facing death. And nothing bonds people quite like sharing that experience.
Just the best to see them come back.
This is a true celebration of life, of futures that would not have been possible.
You've seen them at their worst. You've seen them when they had no hope.
None of the patients at this reunion would be alive without something called ECMO.
ECMO buys time.
A last resort, a life support machine that does the work of the heart and lungs so the body can heal.
Without this form of support, they will die.
Hi, my love. Nat is one of the ECMO survivors.
You look so good.
She's celebrating life and all the support that made it possible.
Sorry, I forgot this.
It's amazing how far she's come. She's so resilient.
Yeah, it's great seeing that.
They were helping me, build me up, put me back together.
And unfortunately, she needed every bit of everything we could give her. She's very sick. Yeah, like if we hadn't been here with ECMO, she would not be here anymore.
I now realize that they're a big part of why I'm still here today, so.
This reunion allows the staff to see the patients as they've, kind of grown from that kind of critical state, and it just allows us to reconnect. It's a really good opportunity for us to really share like a, much more happier bond, a happier experience.
Everyone here has faced life and death moments together. While the medical team knows everything about the families, it's very different for the patients. Sometimes it's like meeting a stranger.
I just saw a video of you, the legend.
The legend. I know, because I don't really remember being on ECMO.
Many have no memory of days or weeks on end because they were so sick.
I see pictures of when I was unconscious and stuff, and my eye looked terrible. I don't understand how someone could be attached to me when I'm not speaking, and I literally look like a zombie. That's just a nice thing that these nurses really love me for me, because it goes a long way. I don't think they understand, but it goes a long way.
For Nat's mom and sister too, as the journey continues.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
How you feeling?
I'm trying to recover.
It's a marathon, it's not a sprint. Solidifies why we do what we do. She is truly a miracle. If you didn't believe in them, she is a miracle standing right in front of you, and it means everything to see her standing here and looking happy and thriving and being productive, and it makes all of the hard stuff worthwhile for sure.
Hello, beautiful. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
All right, I love that smile.
Thanks.
There are no small moments when you consider what was nearly lost. Every activity, time with friends,
I'm her favorite.
laughter takes on deeper meaning.
Really happy.
Hold it up.
A chance to celebrate how far they've come.
We're here.
Strengthens them for what's still ahead.
Feels like I'm about to fall down.
Nat now carries experience, determination, and support into whatever comes next.
Yeah, those are my shorties.
Okay, 1, 2.
Her strength is pretty remarkable.
Oh, absolutely amazing. Given the same situation, I don't know that I could handle it as well as she does. She handles it with grace, and that smile of hers is just wonderful.
Positive light for other kids who have been through what she's been through, to see that life does continue to go on after you're sick.
While it's true, life will not be the same. Life now comes with greater appreciation for every day,
extended family members,
deeper relationships.
They were there for me during my most vulnerable time.
And a message Nat will always share.
There is a light at the end of the tunnel, not to give up. Even when times get hard and you're literally on your deathbed, but just have faith. I'm a testament to that. Life means so much more to me now.
Thanks for joining us. What Nat wants more than anything is to keep sharing her story, a story that inspires everyone who gets to hear it. Nat is Brave Conquers Fear.